Hello everyone, Daniel here. This is not a Lego video, but this is a video showing off the cabin that we stayed at the YMCA of the Rockies in Estes Park, Colorado. So we are actually checking out today, so you might see the mess we made, but that's okay. So for those of you who are curious to know what a cabin looks like at the YMCA of the Rockies, I'm going to do a tour of this 3-bed, 2.5 bath cabin. So here we have the deck. Plenty of seating. And here is the view from our deck. So it's a nice view. At the YMCA, they give you these cool wristbands that allow you, let's see if I could do this, to enter. So if you have kids, you guys can request as many wristbands as you need. So here's what it looks like. Here's the living room. There's the front door that I just came through. We stayed with, so it was my mom, my brother, and I, and my cousin, his wife, and 2 kids. So there's 7 of us total. And it's a very nice, comfortable, cozy cabin. So a fireplace. Once again, the living room. And here's the kitchen. Right out the living room. If you stay at a cabin at the YMCA of the Rockies, they have everything here. They have pots, pans, plates, cups, silverware, dishwasher, fridge, oven. So it's very nice. We did, actually, my cousin's wife did a lot of the cooking. She's an amazing cook. So it saves you a lot of money. You don't have to go out down to Estes Park to eat out. You could actually do a lot of cooking here. And that's what we did. So I'll start off with the master bed. So, sorry, I just came from the hallway. Here is the master bedroom. You have great views. So if you're, so I believe that's a queen bed. That is your view when you wake up. And then here is the master bath. I'm not sure. I don't know where the light's at. Oh, missed it. Okay. So, 2 sinks, shower, and the cabin that we're staying at is called Inwood. That's INWOOD. And we noticed like the hot water stays pretty consistent. It's actually really nice. So once again, that is the master bath. Pretty cozy. My cousin and his wife stayed in this room. They actually brought their dog. So the YMCA of the Rockies is very pet friendly. For dogs, you do have to pay extra. It's about, I think it's $25 per dog per night. So we stayed here a full week, 6 nights. So 7 days, 6 nights. And then when you come down the hallway, I believe every cabin has a bunk. So my cousin's 2 kids slept on the bunk bed, and I slept on the twin. But it's very spacious, and we actually have the heater going. So there's your closets, dresser, mirror, more seats. And here is the half bath. So once again, 2.5 bath. And then the other bathroom and shower. And then the last bedroom. That is that's a full-size bed and a twin. So my brother and my mother stayed in this room. So yeah, if you're ever curious, I never see too many videos on the cabins at the YMCA of the Rockies, so I've always been looking 3-bed, 2-bath, and not a lot of people show these videos. So just in case you're ever wondering, we are about 8,000 feet above elevation, above sea level. So I'm a little out of breath, but I'm coming from Utah, so it's not too bad. If it's your first time coming to Estes Park, make sure you stay hydrated. You might get some altitude sickness, but that's normal. Let me know if you have ever been to Estes Park or the YMCA of the Rockies. So it's a great place to stay. Very family oriented. A lot of things to do at the YMCA. My cousin's son, since he had his own wristband, would just head down and play basketball. He did that the most of the week, just hanging out with new friends, kids he really didn't know, playing basketball, so he really enjoyed that. Alright, here is one last look at the beautiful scenery that you get. This is standing on the front patio. Of our cabin. And just a reminder, if you ever stay at the YMCA of the Rockies or anywhere around Estes Park, Colorado, there's a lot of wild animals around. A few days ago, we had 2 bucks and a few does just outside our bedroom windows. If you don't know what a doe is a deer, a female deer. I'm not going to continue singing the song, but yeah, so just make sure you're not feeding the animals. They are wild. Just be aware of your surroundings. If you ever are walking around, have somebody with you. So yeah, it's a nice, cool, crisp morning. All right, thanks for watching.